What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you probably not the best, but hopefully not the worst Black Desert Online weekly patch note recap. So if you're new to the channel, this is a segment we do each week, and it is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to go through the patch notes for this week and just kind of recap on them. I'll give my thoughts and things on what I think about some of the changes that are up. There's some more PvP changes that happened this week, and then just kind of some feedback, things I've heard in the community or whatever that's going on now. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see what we got. Obviously, the biggest thing this week that everyone's been waiting on, Lahn finally released. We had the pre-creation last week, so you can start designing your Lahn, and now the character is out. I have played it a bit today. I think I got up to like 45 or so, just doing some of the main quest storyline to get inventory space and stuff, but I don't want to talk too much about that. I'm going to do a separate video about my thoughts on the Lahn as I finish leveling it, either tonight or tomorrow or both, and I'm going to do a full video on my take on that. I do actually have quite a lot I want to talk about with Lahn, and granted, it's just we only have the pre-awakening form at the moment. The awakened form, no one knows when it's coming out, but if they follow suit with what they've done in the past, we're probably looking about a month or so before the awakening form comes out, so we'll have to look out for that as it comes released as well. So here you go, the events that are going on, the pre-creation event and the sign-up event, those I talked about in last week's for it. So if you didn't do those, you can't do them now, they're gone. The Lahn customization contest is still going, and then they've added the level up challenge, which we'll jump into a little lower. They actually say what the challenges are. Pretty cool bonuses, nothing new if you've been around for a new character launch in the past. This is the first one that I've been around while the character was new. I think I had logged in at some point when Striker was brand new, but I didn't really play. This was a pretty cool quality of life improvement here. In order to alleviate the more complicated steps necessary in transporting items and storage to other town territories, the following transport routes have been added or amended. So they're just making it easier to move some stuff from storage to storage instead of bouncing around to a couple different places, just to shorten it. So that's a pretty nice little bonus they added in there. I wouldn't say it was 100% necessary, but it definitely saves some annoyance with shifting things especially when you're going, on some of these like Velia to Etheria and whatnot. It's pretty frustrating clicking all those. You can now use the world and server chats in Balanos and Serendia territories without consuming megaphone items or energy when equipped with crown items. Okay, that's great. So here's the Lahn level up challenges that's going on. So it's at level 15, and then every 10 levels up to 55 after that. So on the 5s after level 5, not counting, you get a 10G gold bar at 15. Level 25, you're getting 30G gold bar, so 3 of the 10G bars. Extra skill experience scroll times 5. At 35, you get 50G, so it's actually 10 gold bars. Combat XP scrolls, 5 of those. Some blackstones, whatever. Level 45, this one's pretty nice. 10 Elion's tier, a 15 Advice of Valks, and item collection increase scroll. You know what? I think this is wrong as I'm looking at it. I'll double check it, but I think this is wrong because at level 45 in-game, it actually gave me like 3 sharps and 3 hards along with some of these other things it's listing. So this is, this is actually a little different than what it's showing in-game, at least for the 45 it is. It's for sure, it was 3 hards and 3 sharps that I got for it. So it's a little different than what this says. And then the level 55, this one was right that I saw in-game. I haven't hit 55 yet, but I did see that, and that is the reward for that. Okay, Loyal and Valk's attendance rewards were revamped. I pulled those up here. Essentially what has happened, they brought some heavy Valks into your attendance rewards separately from your Loyal. So the Loyal for this month, it's reset today, or a little over a month as it goes. Standard stuff, what you're getting each day logging in. 29 days in, you get your fine accessory box. They did add the penguin to it, which is pretty nice. Little bonus there to get, and then of course the memfrags towards the end. And then you also have Valk's attendance rewards. These are separate from the Loyal attendance rewards that they brought in. This is really, really cool. I mean, they've had it in the past before, but this is such a great bonus to get. I mean, the stuff in here, Artisan Memories for free are always nice, but the Advice of Valks that you're getting Valks all the way up to like 50, was it? Yeah, 50 on the 30th login day, and then a Shikatu luxury box on the end, which I believe those are some amount of seals that you get, Shikatu seals, but it's not a set number out of them. So this is really cool, nice little bonus to get. And if you don't get a particular login day, it's just telling you can log in on the weekends, and it'll count as 2 login days for you as well. So I I thought this was pretty cool. This is going to help people out with enchanting. Getting, I mean, a 50 Valk for free is nothing to scoff at for sure. So ongoing events, we already talked about Lahn customization, still going, that contest that they're running. The Call of Moonlight Shard was the event we talked about last week, where you use alchemy just to combine. You get 2 Moonlight Shards per day, and you're also getting 2 memory fragments. Combine those, and you get a roll on 1 to 3 memory frags, and you also have a chance of getting another Moonlight Shard to continue doing it. So that just feeds you free memory fragments each day. I've been noticing, I'm not sure if your processing skill affects this or not, but just to be sure, I've been doing it on my Artisan 1 processing dude instead of just whatever. I've actually been seeing, I was expecting an average of 2 memory fragments from what I've been doing, which it's not a whole large subset of value to do it, but from each day, I'm actually getting an average of 3 memory frags when you take into consideration getting the chance for the 3rd Moonlight Shard off of one of those, or even a 4th if you're lucky. But yeah, so it's been pretty cool. A little extra boost to memory fragments rather. I didn't necessarily need them, but you know, they always help out. You can't have too many. The roses are still in bloom. I saw Velia looks really cool with that setup, that graphic interface that they added with the roses. Oh, the Moonlight I was talking about last week too. I saw that in Alta Nova. It looked really good, really good. Returning attendance rewards in the guild. Attendance rewards are going to reset not till June 30th. Oh, they're mentioning it because it's still ongoing. Sound effects have been added and revised for when UI is activated. It's nice. Game world, some of the area, yeah, some fixes here. Okay, all classes. This was a little fix. Prerequisite requirement of switching to the Awakening weapon in order to learn an absolute skill has been removed. That it should have been that way from the beginning. It's been adjusted. The character will be immune to grapple for 5 seconds after being released from it. And to prevent continuous grapple from being possible, the timing of when CC count for grapple is applied has been changed. Applied simultaneously with grapple is now applied when grapple is released. That might have a pretty good impact there because you can actually time your CC. You don't have to time your CC as carefully in the grapple because it's going to be applied when the grapple is released, as opposed to stacking on the target when it's already on there, wasting a couple times of the CC. Fix the issue where additional HP recovery was not being applied intermittently when inflicted hit from a grapple skill. And then here they talked about doing this for weeks, and then now they've done it. Recovery rate of Black Spirit Rage when receiving hit has been modified. There's a 10% chance of recovering 1% Black Spirit Rage when you're hit, same for PvP and PvE. And now there's a 100% chance of recovering Black Spirit's Rage when you kill another character. And then again, here's another section they talked about doing this. They've gone ahead and implemented some of it. Damage of the Black Spirit Rage skills, the pre-awakening and awakening, have been adjusted. Please refer to the chart for details. They talked about balancing this out. They wanted all classes to have a useful Black Spirit Rage skill, so they kind of balanced things out to try and make that fair. I haven't played Dark Knight since this change today. I've only been working on the Lahn just a little bit and haven't played much. Our Black Spirit skills as a Dark Knight were pretty useless. I don't really use them hardly ever, but hopefully they'll with this little bonus damage they're getting, maybe we'll see some use. I'm not going to break down and read every percentage for everyone. You can check out the chart for it. Some notable ones: Ranger got a lot of damage increase on it. I don't think previously they necessarily needed the damage increase, but after the nerfs they got, I think from last week, this definitely was welcome for them for sure. Berserker got a little extra damage on both PvP and PvE for their awakening, 200% there. There's Tamer, Musa. There was one other one that was kind of heavy. I think it was Dark Knight got almost across the board, other than like their 200%. Oh no, 100% pre-awakening. So some pretty good bonus damage here. I am interested to see how this is going to play out. If using the Black Spirit Rage skills is going to be worth it for that class for sure. And then Mystic got a lot as well, especially in PvP. I've heard that they've been struggling a little bit since the removal of a lot of the super armors, but they had so many to start with. I don't know how that hurts them too bad. All right, so the Black Spirit Rage absorption changes they were talking about making. They mentioned it last week. They talked about things they'd tried internally before, so here's them implementing that. Previous Black Rage Spirit absorption has become a special skill, and the newly added Rage absorption will increase attack and casting speed and AP upon activation. You can press hotkey Z to use it. By default, it's set to the Rage Absorption, the common one, the skills that you had previously, and you can change it to use the special, which is the attack, casting speed, and AP. Nothing new. They said this was coming. Here it is from there. Defense effects of skills using Black Spirit's Rage has been changed. They made changes to every class as far as what it was. Warrior didn't have any on theirs before. They've got super armor on those now. And you can see through here, forward guards, some of these were changed on Sork to super armors. Added super armor to Ranger, which they definitely needed on theirs. Dark Knight didn't change any, but I believe we have super armor on those anyhow. So they actually didn't need a change there. Here is what they did, specific class changes for it. A lot of it's just like different fixes, text fixes, and things like that. Nothing huge as far as overall changes, aside from a couple, but I'll jump to those in a second. So extra hit damage for the skill Will-O-Wisp 3 has been changed, as the damage ratio inflicted was lower compared to other levels, just from 87% to 93%. A little bit of an increase on the 3, just comparative to the previous skill levels as well. For Ranger, so you see just some other text fixes and things that weren't super important. Valkyrie, when consuming 200% of Black Spirit Rage to use the skill Shining Dash, super armor will be applied during the hits. I know people playing Valk have been complaining in general just about the overall class viability, so I think they're going to need a little bit more adjustment than that. A couple issue fixes, Witch and Wizard. This I didn't even know was a thing. I don't know that many people were talking about it, but fixed the issue where Skill Chase was being repetitively activated when there was not enough stamina for Musa. I didn't know that was a thing. I wonder if people were abusing the crap out of it over the last week. Here on Kuno, you can see PvP damage has decreased by 15% using the skill Lethal Spin Spree, consuming 200% Black Spirit Rage. My only thing is I don't understand why that's marked here and then not marked in where they literally made the changes for Black Spirit Rage, but whatever. I didn't write this. Not many other changes for Striker Mystic, some graphical glitches, that sort of thing, and then Lahn released as well. Again, I do have some things I want to talk about Lahn, but that's going to be a separate video after I finish leveling it, because as far as class changes, there's going to be some of those for Lahn even before Awakening's out as well. They have a new type of seeds, magical seeds for farming. I don't do life skilling, so it's whatever. It looks pretty cool. If you're into that, go for it. I did read through it. I've never farmed in my life in this thing, so whatever. New formula for shaking up some seeds. Okay. Change some description for the general accessories. Oh, just when you use your Fierce Fighting Spirit Stone, the thing you get through the normal quest, that it says it's 100% enhancement rate. They've got some of the bosses, the field bosses, dropping Hunter Seals ×5 apparently. New pool of monsters added. Asula, oh, this was kind of cool. The Asula accessories can now drop up to Duo. So Pry or Duo, which coincides with all of the other accessories as well, so it just kind of makes sense. Kind of a neat little bonus that they put in there that wasn't necessarily required, but why not? So a whole bunch of quests were added, or rather changes to the quests that already existed. They're giving either more or now some of the Peridot Leafs added Kama Sylvia that didn't before. A whole lot more on a lot of these, and some of the ones that were doing it already, it was increased. And a couple quest changes down there. Interface changes or whatever. Fury transfer couldn't be locked. Then this known issue they had, we're aware that floating effect is not being applied properly for the skill Soaring Kick of the Tamer, and this will be fixed in the next regular maintenance. Interesting there. And then text issue for Lahn that they're aware of that they're going to fix. So that covers the patch notes for it. Real quick, I'm going to jump into just what kind of sales they have going on for the Pearl Shop this week. All right, so we got the Pearl Shop updates for this week. Obviously, a lot of it's going to be heavily Lahn related. They've got all their costumes and outfits and stuff on sale, even the life skilling stuff, fishing or whatever. So I would say hold off on picking these up unless you're for sure going to play Lahn, but you really shouldn't make a decision on that until the Awakening is out. So maybe give that a little bit of time. If you think you might use it at least for life skilling at a minimum and you don't have some of these costumes on one of your other alts, go ahead and grab it. It's a good deal. Save you a little bit of money in the long run there. All that stuff. These are pretty cool. They have some starter packs for Lahn, just overall discounts on a lot of stuff altogether. So you can see the package one that they've got sorted up here, 5,500 pearls. This one's pretty nice. Gives you an extra value pack and a blessing along with it. Weight limit and a pet. Not bad, especially if you don't have a pet already. And if you don't, highly recommend, because you really need to have a pet. They are absolutely life-changing. They have these pet sale boxes going on. The little monster box, they've got the bears in there as well at 2,200, and they have the hedgehogs as well. Probably going to be getting some hedgehogs because I bought 2 of them before with the last time they had this, and all I got was a bunch of snowflake reindeer. One of them turned into a tier 3 and the other turned into a tier 2. So I'll probably pick up one of these boxes, probably get some more reindeer, but then at least be able to maybe upgrade my tier 2 that I've already got, and hopefully at least get a tier 3 out of it. This was super cool. I've never seen them do anything like this. It's a 10 pearl deal per day on what they have. Most of the stuff's kind of whatever, but you see on Saturday and Sunday they have, and you can purchase 3 times on this one, the Artisan Memory for 10 pearls. So you can pick up 3 of those for 30. Nice little discount. You can never have enough Artisan Memories for sure, especially at that price. And this is a huge discount on a single item. Usually 1,800, you can get it for 10 pearls. You're going to get a bell, which is pretty sweet. You can only buy the one. Elion's tier, they've got on that Tuesday, kind of whatever. I mean, most of the stuff's like, yeah, okay, nice. I mean, for 10 pearls, you might as well pick it up. But then again, the following Saturday and Sunday, they have the same Artisan Memory and Bells going out as well. Super, super good deal. Definitely pick those up if nothing else. For sure, it's definitely gonna be worth that. They've got some overall discounts just on mount, beauty, and interior items for it. They brought back the transfer coupons, which is super cool. So this is, if you're not familiar with it, this is so that you can move the XP for a particular life skill onto a different character. So let's say you have your main character, and when you're leveling it, you did your gathering and your cooking or whatever on it. So it's got, you know, professional something great on it, and you actually realize you like grinding on that character. You don't want to be out grinding all the time, and you don't have to run around setting up the gathering and cooking. You could actually get one of these transfer coupons, transfer it to an alt that you're going to do just life skilling on, so you could leave your dude out in his grind spot doing whatever, that kind of thing, and then have your home base for your cooking alt or your gathering alt or what have you. So they're not always available. This is going to be up till June 20th maintenance, so you have some time to pick them up, but they're not always in the shop. They do bring it up for a while and then take it down for a little while. It'll come back around at some point, but if you need to get one of these, definitely do it now while it is available. They've got the rookie packs out. I mean, it's whatever, it's a discounted rate, I guess, but these things come out and get discounted all the time, so it's not really anything new. This special buff pack, I didn't really understand why they're doing it just yet, because you have the free buffs that they gave us for 30 days or whatever. I think those are good for like another week or so or something like that, or 5 days, something like that. So it's just a little weird they went ahead and launched these. I guess they were trying to just, for when it does end, you have this option to go ahead and just grab the whole pack. Although the other thing too, why do you need, if you have the value pack for 20 days, why do you need Merv's palette for 7 days? Like, don't you get the dye, you can re-dye your stuff with the value pack anyways. So that's a little redundant, but whatever. Anyways, they already put out, you might have seen them if you logged in already, there's some discount coupons on it. You get 10% on anything, 20% for function, 15% for costume. And so, you know, these don't stack on other sale items. So if you're going to get like one of those lawn bundles or an outfit for your lawn or something like that, if it's already discounted, you can't use the coupon on top of it. It doesn't go on top. So if it's a different outfit that's not on sale, you can use the costume coupon for that, but you can't buy those lawn starter packs with an additional 10% off. It won't apply it. So that's going to be it for this video. Cover the patch notes in the Pearl Shop for you. You guys saw the attendance changes that they got, some cool Valk stuff coming out. So if you enjoyed the video, or you want to talk about something, you got a question or whatever, leave a comment below. You can drop a like for us if you like the video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to catch us next week. We do this every week. The patch notes come out. We also have a weekly podcast we've started up coming around on Sunday. And then later this weekend, when I finish it, I do have a video on Lahn coming out, talking about my thoughts on it, some gameplay for it, what I thought about playing it. Of course, all pre-awakening, but that video I'm going to be finishing making as I level my Lahn and record some stuff the next few days, so that'll probably be out Friday or Saturday. So yeah, if you want to get a notification for those coming out, make sure you subscribe. That's going to be it, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care.